beaten at 27-0. These two teams a combined record of 52 wins and no losses this year. The Tigers with Barrows, Sherman, Farrell, Alucard, and Pearson. Blue road uniforms, white trim. Loggers with Coakley, Fremstad, Meathy, Jackson, and Adams. Loggers in the home goal with the blue and white trim. Ryan Jackson, 6'10 senior, will jump it up for the Loggers. Remy Farrell, 6'5 senior, will jump it up for the Tigers. Ready to play basketball. Winner moves on to the semifinals. The ball is tossed up. Jackson wins the tip into the backboard, and number 1 Knappa gets the first point. To Coakley on the left-hand wing in the front court. Out on top to Steve Fremstad. Right side to Adams. Back on top to Fremstad. Stanfield starts out in the zone defense. Coakley, high post to Meathy. Double team. Ball is whipped away by Corey Sherman. And Meathy reached back in the timeout. Jump ball. The air favors Stanfield. Stanfield located less than 20 miles away from the Pendleton Convention Center. So a lot of Stanfield Tiger fans on hand to counter the always huge numbers of Logger fans who have made the trip to Pendleton. Stanfield the ball. Victor Barrows, 5'8 junior, goes into the corner to Sherman. He's dangerous from 3. Dribbles to the lane. Now turns around, fades from 12 on the baseline, and he hits it. First quarter game for Sherman. Averages 18.4. Number 3 Stanfield 2. Number 1 Knappa nothing. Meathy in the corner. Lost the ball. Got it back. Jump pass. High post to Jackson. Down to the right block to Coakley. His shot won't go, but he's fouled. 7:18 to play in the first. Knappa trails Stanfield by the score of 2-0. Mike Coakley will head to the line and shoot some free throws. Now whistle on Remy Farrell. He's 6'5 and a senior. Farrell hails from France. He's an exchange student. The head coach, Norm Hader, is the coordinator of student exchanges in the area. Coakley, first free throw off, and he rattled it home. Mike 26 versus Westside Christian yesterday. 9 for 12 shooting from the field. Had 9 steals, 1 shy of the tournament record set back in 1996 by Gabe Fuentes of Nissa. Second free throw by Coakley, this one perfect. Made both. And Stanfield tied. Loggers going to pressure. They throw it out of bounds, and it landed right in my right hand. Loggers are going to get it. So the Stanfield Tigers turn it over with 7:14 to play in the first. Knappa and Stanfield knotted at 2. Mike Coakley will inbound. To our right, about 3 feet away from our Logger broadcast position. They dump it into Adams. Over to Fremstad, left wing. Into the corner to Coakley. Back to Fremstad on the way. Jackson, left block. Again, double team. Coakley, 3-pointer from the corner. Up, no good. Long rebound, tipped and controlled by Kyrie Alucard. Outlets into the front court, looking for Pearson. High pass went off the backboard, skipped out on the baseline. Last touch, they said Jackson got a hand to tip it. 6:58 to play in the first half, and Stanfield knotted at 2. I tell you what, this joint jumping. It is electric right now, the Convention Center. Pearson, 6'3 senior, baseline right inbound. Goes to the wing with Victor Barrows. Out on top, they work it to Kyrie Alucard. High post, they work it to Farrell, facing the basket. The Frenchman pulls the trigger on the jumper, won't go. Rebound Fremstad. Almost to Jackson, 6'10 senior on the run. Right side, stops, pops and sets, shot no good. Rebound tipped out as Remy Farrell and Barrows fought for it on the baseline. 6:41 to play in the first. Knappa 2, Stanfield 2. Loggers got off to a slow start yesterday versus Westside Christian, but the Avalanche came in the second half. Inbound goes to Jackson, left block, lost the ball, run down on the wing by Fremstad. Another chance for number 1 Knappa. Into the corner to Coakley. Back to the wing with Stick. On top they move to Adams. Timmy's going to drive. Right side, pulls up. Jumper from 6. High arc and no good. Weak side rebound. Coakley, the 5'10 senior, forces it up. The shot rejected by Farrell, and Jackson took it out on the baseline. 6:44 to play in the first. Knappa and Stanfield tied at 2. Here comes Wade Graham, 6'3 senior in the game. Chad Pearson is on the seat. Stanfield 27-0. Out of the Columbia Basin Conference, they ran the table. Perfect 12-0 in CBC. Into the front court comes Corey Sherman, 6-foot senior. Over to Barrows. Right-hand wing, they work it to Farrell. Farrell's going to drive in, puts it up, shot won't go, rebound Jackson, outlets to Coakley. Coakley on the run, 1-on-2, drives in, he shoots, he scores. Coakley will forward, Knappa's doubled up, Stanfield 4-2. 6:01 to play in the first. Loggers press. Farrell to Barrows, it's for Sherman, tipped away by Jackson. Jackson can't run down the loose ball there. Sherman comes back to pick it up with the Tigers. It is very loud here in the Convention Center. Sherman on top, on the dribble, lost the ball, comes down to steal. Outlets to Coakley. Loggers come on 2-on-2. Coakley to the left. His shot won't go. A blocking foul call, then to Victor Barrows. 42 to play in the first. Knappa 4. Stanfield 2. Remember, Stanfield got here with a 59-49 win over Chillicothe yesterday in the first round. Knappa crushed Westside Christian 82-36, including a 51-14 onslaught in the second half. Loggers shot 63%, 31 turnovers. They had a host of lands that they shot. Oakley at the line, shooting the first for Curry Simpson. He's 3 for 3 from the line after struggling from the stripe yesterday. Knappa was just at 9 of 19 from the free throw line. A foul on Barris, his first, second on the Tigers. Oakley 4 for 4 from the line as he sinks the second, got a bow. Oakley with all 6 for the Loggers, 6-2, lead 5-4. Sherman double team in the backcourt. In trouble, needs some help, goes to Barris. Into the front court, they work it to Kyne Alicon. Alicon, right wing, double team, lost the ball, Adams the steal. Loggers on the run, 4 on 2, Timmy to the left, he scores! He scored! 5:26 to play in the first. Stanfield 2, baby.
He just broke his wrist.
Tim Adams is hurt. Adams fell down. He's holding his left hand as he gets up, walks over to the bench to the left, and he is hurt. Tim Adams is going to sit down. We've got a preliminary report that he broke his wrist. They are already going to the ice right now. Mike Coakley on the check on his buddy. 5:26 to play in the first. Knappa 8, Stanfield 2. We've got an injury timeout. Loggers by 6. We'll come back in 30 if we find out more. 8, Stanfield 2. We've got a report from an observer on the sidelines. After Adams fell to the ground, he grabbed his left wrist and said, "I just broke my wrist." He headed right to the bench. They're icing him down right now. He's going to go to the locker room. Nathan Marks checks in for him. Adams was fouled as he was making the shot, so Marks goes to the line to shoot the free throw. He's the best free throw shooter on the team at 83%. He rolls it home to complete the three-point play. Knappa 9, Stanfield 2. Loggers lead at 7. Knappa pressures. They double team Sherman. Neathy takes it away. Gets it to Frenstead, right wing. Loggers force another turnover. That's 4 Stanfield miscue. Neathy drives the lane. Run it. Right hand up. No good. Rebound for out. Stanfield the ball. They throw it away. Quickly the steal. The Loggers relentless. Over to the left wing. They look for Jackson. Stay it away. Basketball picked off by Wade Graham. Into the front court. Goes to Sherman. They dribble on the right wing for the Tigers. They trail 9-2. Under 5 to play in the first. Terrell drives in. Left side shot won't go, but he's fouled with 4:53 to play in the first. Knappa 9, Stanfield 2. And Jed Neathy, his first, team foul number 1 on Knappa. As we update the Tim Adams situation, we will get more as we learn more. Remy Farrell at the line, 6'5" and a senior. Averages 11.1 points per game. First free throw left it short. Farrell had 15 to lead the Tigers in that opening round win over Chillicothe. Farrell missed the first, eyes the second. Perfect. First point of the night for Remy Farrell. Knappa 9, Stanfield 3. Marks. That family in the front court for number 1 Knappa. Into the corner to Coakley. They look for Jackson right one. Good quick hands by Remy Farrell to tip it out on the baseline. Stanfield in a zone, and they're trying to put somebody behind Jackson and then somebody in front when he's down on the block, down the zone with a double team. Coakley wide open 3, far corner, front rim, rebound skips weak side. It's controlled by Neathy, but he stepped out in the corner. Neathy just took it right away from Kyne Alicon. But Neathy couldn't stay in bounds. 4:35 to play in the first. Knappa 9, Stanfield 3. Wade Graham will inbound. In the corner, near side, in the Stanfield backcourt. Dumps it into Barris. Loggers going to pressure. Now they back off. Neathy just a little token pressure on Barris. Loggers going to set up the half-court trap. Into the front court. Barris goes to Sherman, and he's pushed out on the far side by Coakley. That's Mike's first. Second on Knappa as a team. 4:26 to play in the first. Knappa 9. Stanfield 3. The Tigers ranked number 3 all year long. Winner goes to the semifinals. Loser in the 4th place semi. Sherman, 3-pointer, far corner, hit the iron that supports the backboard behind the backboard. He missed the rim by a good 6 feet on that 3. 1:22 to play in the first. Tigers turn it over after the hideous rip. Knappa 9, Stanfield 3. Frenstead down the front court, got away with the travel. He pulled that back to the foot. The Marks, back to Frenstead. Back to Marks on the way. 3 on the way. Front rim shot won't go. Rebound tip controlled by Wade Graham. 4:05 to play in the first. Knappa Stanfield. Loggers, number 1. They lead by 6. They won 45 straight games coming in. Defending state champs. Sherman, right side. He's going to drive. He's from 17, and he cans it off the window for 2. Stanfield 5. Sherman with 4 of the 5 Tiger points. Oakley in the corner, double teamed on top to Meeker. Meeker dribbles high post on top to Fredstad. They look right baseline for Jackson. Good guy hasn't gotten involved yet. Puts it to jumper, 15 feet, won't go. And a foul on the rebound with 3:33 to play in the first. It'll go against the Tigers. Knappa 9, Stanfield 5. Beg your pardon. Timeout. Victor Barrows picks up the foul. His second. It did go against the Tigers. Timeout. 3:33 to play in the first. Knappa by 4 will come back in 30. To play in the first. Number 1, Knappa 9. Number 3, Stanfield 5. Still have no update on Tim Adams' injury. He is not in the gymnasium, I believe. They're taking him to the hospital. Loggers inbound, baseline left in their front court. On top to Fenstead. Into Jackson. Drops to a baby hook. Right hand in the paint. Shot won't go. Rebound tip. Controlled by Pearson. He works it into the corner to Kyrie Alakar. Here's the ball trailing by 4. Sherman into the front court. High post goes to Terrell, facing the basket. Back door underneath. He looks for Wade again. Tipped out by the big left hand of Ryan Jackson. Will Jackson and Coakley on their way to Oregon State next year, full ride scholarships. Jackson a slow start right now. Scoreless, had 25 versus Westside Christian yesterday. On 10 for 15 shooting, including a massive follow-up rebound jam. Inbound to Sherman, left baseline, and gets by Fenstead and scored. Half dozen for Sherman, he averages 18. Knappa 9, Stanfield 7 to 5-0. Stanfield Tiger 1. Fenstead, right wing, double team, had it stripped away, still got it back. It's near side corner for Jackson. And Jackson couldn't handle the pass. It's thrown into the Stanfield Tiger bench. 3 turnovers by Knappa. 5 for Stanfield. 2:57 to play in the first. It's Knappa 9, Stanfield 7. Inbound into the backcourt to Sherman. Fenstead will pick up Sherman at the equator. Sherman to the right wing. Out on top, works the ball to Kyrie Alakar. Drives left side, high post to Terrell. Jackson on him, Loggers in that trademark man. Left hand wing comes to Alakar. 3-pointer, back wing, no good. Rebound, weak side, Wade Graham, another chance for the Tigers. Out on top, it goes to Alakar. Baseline right to Pearson. Beg your pardon, Pearson. He puts it up, won't go. Rebound, Jackson. Great outlet pass to a wide open Mike Coakley. And Coakley scoops in and scores. He's got 8 of the Loggers' 11. 11-7, Knappa by 4. 2:20 to play in the first championship quarterfinal. Terrell, high post, driving on Jackson. Puts it up, driving, blocked it. Outlets to Fenstead. Still on the breakaway from midcourt in. Puts it up with the right hand off the glass for 2. First 2 for Fenstead. Timeout Stanfield. 2:09 to play in the first. Knappa 13, Stanfield 7. Loggers by a half dozen back in 30. Winner goes on to the semifinals to take on the victor in the Eastland-Oakland quarterfinal game later tonight at 9. Loggers by a half dozen. Stanfield the ball in the backcourt. Terrell with it. Hands off to Sherman. Into the front court. Loggers don't set up the trap this time. Now they trap on the wing. Triple team. Sherman is fouled with 1:59 to play in the first. Knappa leading by 6. Loggers 26-1. They won 45 straight. Haven't lost since December 27, 1997. To eventual 3A state champion last year. Astoria was 57-46. Fallon marks his first. Third on the Loggers as a team. Loggers at 9-0 at home this year, 12-0 away, and 5-0 on neutral courts. Knappa 13, Stanfield 7. Third-year head coach Norm Hader calls Seaside for the inbound play. Goes to Sherman in the corner. He drove it. Sherman with 9. Loggers have to cool them off. They're credited the basket to Knappa. That's not right. It says 16-7 Loggers on the scoreboard. It should be 13-10 Loggers. They'll get it corrected. High post. Inside wing to Coakley. To Fenstead on the way. Into the corner of the box. 3-pointer trying to answer Sherman. Won't go. Rebound Jackson. Left block. He puts it up and in. It's 15-10 Knappa lead. 1:27 to play in the first. Still trying to get it correct on this scoreboard. They have 18-10 now, but it's 15-10. High post Farrell into the corner. Goes to Alacon. 17-footer won't go. Rebound Jackson. Outlets to Meathy. Longer's coming 2 on net. Meathy unselfish gives it up to Coakley. Out a couple of strides on him, and Coakley scores. He's got double figures 11. Now the score's correct. Knappa 18, Stanfield 10. 61 seconds. Goes to Wade Graham in the wing. It's tipped out by Coakley on the far side. Robbie Ledgerwood set to check in for the Knappa Longhers. I believe he's going to come in for Jackson. Jackson will sit out the final 53 of the first quarter to get a rest. Big guy's working hard. He's only got 2, but he's made some great outlet passes. Now they've recorrected the score to Knappa 17, Stanfield 10. As soon as we get a chance, we'll double check, make sure we have the right score. Had a score mix-up. That would be right because they gave Sherman's 3 to the Longhers for a moment. Farrell, high post. Left block, now he drives in, his shot won't go, but he's fouled with 49 seconds to play in the first. Knappa 17, Stanfield 10. They get Robbie Ledgerwood for the foul. Ledgerwood, 6'3" junior, checks in and picks up his first. And into the line is Remy Farrell.
Shooting for Stanfield, Remy Farrell.
Farrell, an exchange student from France. Has 1 point, 1 for 2 from the line. Spins the ball in his left hand. Switches it to his right. Puts it up and in. We cheer from the Stanfield faithful. 20-mile trip. The Stanfield fans to come in and root for their Tigers. 27-0. A year after being 9-13. Farrell second free throw won't go. Rebound right block, Jed Meathy. Meathy's good at rebounding. 4.5 rebounds per game despite being just 6 feet tall. 17-11. Longhers by 6. Stanfield in the trap action. Frenchman throws it up the ground. Farrell to steal. Outlets ahead to Wade Graham. Takes it in, puts it up. Rejected back in his face by Frenchman. Farrell stays with the ball. And he grabs the rebound and he scores for the Tigers. 17, Stanfield 13. Longhers laid down the floor, 20 seconds to play in the first. Turns down into the front court, offside the Marks, into the corner to Coakley. Back to the wing the Marks. Back door, wide open, Robbie Ledgerwood. Give it to him. His shot blocked by Farrell, a late whistle as Ledgerwood fouled it head to the line. That's the second on Remy Farrell. 10 seconds to play in the first. Number 1, Knappa 17. Number 3, Stanfield 13. It's a 4-point Knappa Longer lead. Ledgerwood at the line where he shoots 62% this season. Shot 57% last year. Probably the only junior on this Loggers roster.
Stanfield 42.
Toby Abercrombie, 6'1" junior into the game. Taking a seat, Remy Farrell after picking up his second foul. 5 team fouls on Stanfield. Taking free throw by Ledgerwood. Trying to hit 1 or 2. 18-13, Longhers by 5. Knappa pressure, Sherman in the backcourt, and a reach-in foul on Nathan Marks. That's the second on Marks. Officials for tonight's game as we took past 9 o'clock. Kevin Murphy and Jason DeMoe. DeMoe had the Longhers yesterday when they smoked Westside Christian 82-36 to get to the quarters. Marks is second, flip on the Longhers is the team. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, into the front court. Sherman falls down and won't get the shot off. And the first quarter done. Number 1, Knappa 18. Stanfield 13, Longhers by 5. We have in the second in 30 seconds. 3 times down. Jackson, and Marks. Farrell, Sherman, Alacon, Bells, and Wade Graham for the Tigers. We're on the way. Right-hand wing Nathan Marks. On top with Benstown. Left side of Coakley. Jackson in the high post. Stanfield's been sagging all over the 6'10" senior. Only 2 points in that first quarter. Benstown. Left wing to Coakley. 3 ball on the way. Front rim. Rebound no good. Tip by Marks. Big front shot no good. Rebound tip by Marks. It's controlled by Victor Barrows. Stanfield the ball. Down 5. 7.5 to play in the first half. Victor Barrows. 5'8" junior. High post. Goes to Farrell. He faces the basket and hits the jumper. 16-2 on the top of Jackson. 6 for Farrell. 18-15. Longhers laid down at 3. 7:15 to play in the first half. Coakley right of our broadcast spot on the way. He's going to jump over the corner. Double team. Trap needs some help on top of touchdown. To Marks into the corner to Meathy. Dead drives. Offensive foul. Ran over the top of Remy Farrell. We go back. Right Farrell. to play in the first half. Knappa 18, Stanfield 50. Second on Meathy, 6 on the Loggers. Knappa's going to break out their diamond and 1 full court press. Meathy will pressure the inbounder. Then you've got Marks and Fremstad. Jackson, the back point of the diamond. And then Copley, very quick, long. Waiting back there in the backcourt. They dump it to Farrell, double team. Gives it to Sherman up the far side into the front court. Excellent job by Stanfield to beat the press. Into the corner, they get away Graham, and Graham had it tipped away from behind by the right-handed Brian Jackson. 6:56 to play, first half, Knappa 18. Stanfield 15. Front court, far side, Sherman inbounding. Swings it out on top. With the basketball, Kane Alarcon. He's a junior. Alarcon averages 10.2 per game. High post to Farrell. Jackson playing off, and Farrell gets by and picks it up. Blocked by Jackson. But Jackson got rid. Farrell is quicker than Brian Jackson. Jackson at 6'10". Farrell at 6'9". 6:46 to play in the first half. Knappa 18. Stanfield 15. I beg your pardon. They get Jed Meathy for the foul. They said Jackson was clean up top. Meathy with body underneath. Meathy picks up his third. That's the 7th on the Loggers as a team. Knappa gets a little bit of a break there. Farrell sinks the first free throw. Farrell was 7. Here comes Robbie Ledger with it. Jed Meathy with 3 fouls takes his seat. Jackson still with no fouls. Loggers lead. Down to 2. Farrell can cut it to a 1-point ball game. Stanfield. One season removed from a 9-13 campaign. Farrell sinks the second. 18-17. Loggers lead is 1. Knappa the ball. 6:40 to play first half. Comes down in the backcourt. Across the timeline. Pressured by Wade Graham. In the corner. Shorts into the Ledger. To the wing of the Tucker. On top of the stick. Line in the high post. Stripped away by first half. 18, Stanfield 17. Kaid Alarcon hit on the left. He is bleeding above his left knee. Head coach Norm Hayden grabs it. Cowie's going to try and stop it. Small flow of blood. Timeout 6:28 to play in the first half. Knappa leads Stanfield by 1 in this battle of number 1 versus number 3. We come back to the convention center in Pennington after this 30-second important message. I'm shooting the 1-on-1 after the second foul by Ledger. Robbie fouled Farrell in the backcourt trying to steal away the ball as the Loggers had it taken away when Fremstad was stripped on the drive. Farrell at the line. We throw up, left the front end of the ball is short. Rebound right block by Robbie Ledger. He grabs 3.5 rebounds per game. Knappa by 1 with the ball. 6:20 to play in the first half. Stokely right left. Going to dribble inside. That goes inside of the paint to Jackson. Comes down with the hand pass. Puts it up off balance again. Jackson with 4. He averages 28. 25 yesterday versus Westside Christian in the Loggers first round demolition of the Eagles. Knappa 20, Stanfield 17. Fremstad steals it on the pass. Fremstad leading a 2-on-1 over to Copley right side. He swoops in and he scores. 12 of the game for Copley. At 22. Stanfield 17. Then down the Wade Graham up the far side into the front court. Stops at the equator. Now goes to Victor Barros. Barros on top. To Farrell, high post, facing the basket on Jackson. Farrell with the quickness mismatch. He won't press this time. Up to Sherman, NBA 3, right wing, won't go. Rebound tip, loose in the corner. It's picked up by Wade Graham. Another chance for the Tigers in to Sherman. Sherman on the drive and he won. Jackson got right up into the chest of Sherman. Jackson with a 10-inch height advantage, and he worked those feet quickly. Sherman traveled when he ran into the giant redwood in the paint. At 29 to play first half. Knappa 22, Stanfield 17. Ledger will run down to Fremstad in the backcourt. Wade Graham will apply token pressure. The Marks, left wing in the front court. Skip pass near side, right side of Token. Token going to drive baseline. Underneath the basket, reverse layup, puts it up, won't go. Offensive rebound, tipped by Brian Jackson. He's got a half dozen. He's starting to get his feet wet now. Knappa 24. Stanfield 7 Longer lead. Victor Barros. High post to Farrell, guarded by Marks. Nathan reaches in and fouls him. That's 3 on Marks. Meathy and Marks both have 3. Remember, Tim Adams is gone. Injured his left wrist earlier in the preliminary report. Adams himself as he was walking off, said, "I just broke my wrist," when he fell to the ground after scoring and being fouled. Marks is going to check out. Here comes Mike Rathbone, 5'11" senior end of the game to replace him. Rathbone played big minutes yesterday. Didn't do a whole lot of scoring, just 2 points, but he spelled the loggers when Knappa got in early foul trouble versus Westside Christian yesterday. That one marks his third. Nathan takes a seat. 9 on the loggers as a team. So Rathbone, they call him Rat into the game. Well, the free throw, and he sinks the front end of the bonus. 9 points for Corral. Loggers lead is 6 with 5:01 to play in the first half. Crowd screaming on every basket. Well, second free throw, and is it home. He's got double figures 10. Into the game comes John Moser, taking the seat behind Alacon, 6-foot junior. Knappa 24, Stanfield 19, 5-point logger advantage. Hempstead, left wing to Toku, Jackson in the high post, and zone sagging all over him. Okay on the wing, the Hempstead. Inside the Rat. Rat drives, lost the ball, loose on top, quickly runs it down. And the one that retains possession. The Hempstead on the left hand line, motions Coakley to come on top and gets him the ball. Jackson in the high post. Going to the corner of the ledger. Back to Coakley, looking it inside to Jackson, 5 feet out, right side, he scores! He's fouled. Loggers were patient. They got themselves an opportunity in the half court with quick ball movement, and Jackson flashing down on that right block. Got it and put it home for 2. Knappa 26, Stanfield 19, 4:32 to play in the first half. Jackson with 8, 6 of them in the second quarter. Foul whistle on Chan Pearson, 6'3" senior, picks up his first. He's on number 6 on the Stanfield Tigers. Throw by Jackson on the way, looking for the 3-point play. He rolls it home. He's a 72% free throw shooter this year. Knappa 27, Stanfield 19. Moser can't handle the pass. It goes off his right knee, out of bounds on the near side. You wonder, Westside Christian had a meltdown in the second half yesterday. The constant logger pressure got to the Eagles. 9 turnovers now by Stanfield. Are they starting to wear down? Sometimes the sign is just unforced turnovers like that. Knappa 27, Stanfield 19. Inbound to Jackson, right baseline. On top to Rathbone. For the wing with Hempstead. Near side corner comes Stokely. 3 on the way. Ruled in and out. Rebound. Pearson goes up over everybody to pull it in for the Tigers. 4:15 to play first half. Knappa 27, Stanfield 19. Sherman in the front court for the Tigers. A reaching foul on Hempstead. Skin doesn't like it, but it's a correct call. He's reaching instead of working his feet. Hempstead picks up his first. 10 fouls on the loggers. So Sherman will go to the line and shoot the double bonus. 4:09 to play in the first half. Knappa 27. Stanfield 19. Sherman was red hot in that first quarter. Had 9 early on for the Tigers. Scoreless here in the second as he misses the first free throw. Sherman is already halfway to his average in the first quarter. 18.4. Second free throw by Sherman, double figures 20. Knappa 27, Stanfield 20. Loggers the ball by 7. Steve Hempstead on top. Inside wing to Coakley. We'll corner the left. We're going to go to Jackson. Right block. Spins. Right up over the top of Pearson. Pick that Pearson and he scores. Knappa 29, Stanfield 20. Loggers have solved this zone by Stanfield. Jackson in the basketball game. 9 in the second. 11 in the game. Coakley tips it out of the hands of Sherman. Out of bounds on the far side. 3:48 to play first half. Knappa 29, Stanfield 20. Down into the backcourt to Victor Bass. And then up to the Tigers. They're out on top of the front court to Alacon. Alacon down low looking for Pearson. Tipped away by Hempstead. Stolen by Knappa. He throws it away. Now Sherman is steal for the Tigers. Knappa by 9. Stanfield the ball. Driving right side. Alacon. Wild shot up. Won't go. Rebound. Rat throws it away. Stanfield another shot. Oh! 3-pointer right wing. He buried it. Knappa 29. Stanfield 23. 3:15 to play in the first half in this championship quarterfinal action. Winner goes to the sidelines. Ledger and throws it away. Alacon the steal for the Tigers. 5 turnovers for Knappa. 10 for Stanfield. Into the front quarter goes to Sherman on the right wing. Double team by Coakley. Hempstead. He fouled up. The arrow favors the Tigers. 3:01 to play in the first half. Knappa 29, Stanfield 23. A capacity crowd on hand. Here at the Pelican Convention Center. Shot State Basketball Championship tournament. Alacon on top, off at the red pick. Alacon 15-footer, won't go, rebound Ledger. Look at the Loggers on the left. Coakley leading the break. Jackson on the left wing. Coakley takes it baseline, spins in, offensive foul. Coakley rammed that right elbow, right into the chest of Pearson. Down on the baseline as they tried to spin to the basket. That's the second on Mike. 2:45 to play, first half. After 29, Stanfield 23. Coakley with 2. Remember, you don't shoot after an offensive foul in high school. Loggers have already committed 10. Coakley on his Harris in the backcourt. Harris got double teamed by Princeton, and he walked. Here came the pressure. The Loggers sprung that trap. The 11th turnover by the Tigers. 2:36 to play. Second quarter, number 1 Knappa 23, Stanfield. Number 1 Knappa 29, number 3 Stanfield 23. Over the corner to Ledger. They look for Jackson. Jackson in the paint, 8 feet out, crossover step, puts it up, shot won't go. A whistle and a foul. They're going to get Pearson on the shot with a late whistle. And the Loggers up 6. 2:24 to play in the first half. Pearson second.
Shooting for Knappa
Coming off a 32-36 whipping at Westside Christian in the first round, forcing 31 turnovers. And the Eagles had already forced 11 Tiger miscues. Second half is when the Loggers got rolling big time. 51-14, they outscored Stanfield in the second half. Knappa just kept pouring more coal on the fire. And the heat finally broke the Eagles. Will Stanfield be able to stand up? We shall see. Free throw by Jackson on the way switch. He's got a dozen in the game. Wade Graham. Pearson with 2 fouls takes a seat. Norm Hader just juggling that lineup, trying to send fresh bodies at Brian Jackson all the time. To make sure that he uses the full complement of fouls that he can on Jackson. Free throw by Jackson. He's got a Baker's dozen. And just 2 in the first quarter. 11 here in the second. August 31-20. Tigers break the press. Sherman, 17, Paul Wing on top of the pass. Near side to Alacon, looks up around, and he just threw it out of bounds. Tigers turn it over to the 12th pound. Glad you're with us on KAST 92.9, your longer station on the coast. Knappa looking for back-to-back state titles. 31-23. Loggers by 8. Knappa looking for the 6th state title overall. Ramstad has to run down the pass from Rathbond to each other down. For the wing to Coakley. Back to Fremstad on top. Picked up by Wade Graham, heading up that zone. High post goes to Jackson. He's triple team. Right block to Ledger. All alone. Left block to Coakley. Puts it up off the window and in. You're going to triple team Jackson. Make you pay. Bryant averages 2.4 assists per game. He didn't get the assist there, but he shut it off. Coakley 2 in the second quarter. 33-23. Loggers by 10, 1:35 to play first half. Wade Graham, left block, 5 feet out, puts it up, and goal, rebound, Sherman, another chance for Stanfield. Sherman throws it into the backcourt. Coakley goes hustling after it with Barrows. Coakley dives and tips it out on the right baseline. Barrows was just going to lollygag after the ball, and Coakley, not much of a chance to get it, but he sent a message right there that the Loggers are going after every loose ball. That's the kind of pressure that eventually breaks a team. It happened to Westside Christian yesterday. 1:26 to play first half. It was about a 5-point game with about a minute to play before halftime. When Westside Christian finally broke. Loggers pushed it to 9 at halftime and then unloaded in the third. It's a 10-point game right now. Knappa 33, Stanfield 23. Stanfield, however, 27-0. Ranked number 3 in the state. And had every challenge placed in front of them this year. Wade Graham going to inbound on the baseline. Works it in to Alacon. Double team. Beats it in the pass to Farrell in the backcourt. Right hand side. In the front court to Alacon. Alacon on the drive. Bumps into Jackson. Alacon the shot from 6. Won't go. Rebound. Tipped out on the baseline by Robbie Legend. 12 to play first half. Knappa 33. Stanfield 23. You're listening to championship quarterfinal action. You're brought by the OAG Radio Sports Network. Feeds for stations all over the state during the state tournament. Into the right block to show him. Get it out, Jackson rotated and swatted it. And now they said Rathbond and controlled the loose ball for the Loggers, stepped out of the baseline. Man, Jackson came out of nowhere to get that shot. Away from the rim in a hurry. Knappa 33, Stanfield 23. 61 ticks to play first half. Going down, way out on top to Barrows, pressured by Stanfield. Barrows finished to the right wing, into the corner to Wade Grant. Drives baseline, double team, high post to Barrows. Oh, catch and shoot jumper. Number 33, Stanfield 25. 54 seconds. They're going to say it went off Rathbar's hands. The Loggers turn it over. 7th turnover by Knappa. It's an 8-point Knappa lead. Head coach for the Stanfield Tigers, Norm Hader, continues to shout out the play. Seaside. Now he changes it. They're going to actually change the inbound position from the front court near side to the baseline on the left, underneath the Tigers' basket. They run a triangle play. Doesn't work. Coakley steals it away. Mike coast to coast, and Coakley scores. 35, Stanfield 25. 10-point Logger lead. 44 seconds to play in the first half. Alicard into the front court for the blue-clad Tigers. Sets up on top. High post to throw, working on Jackson. Right baseline, goes to Wade Grant. Jumper from 10, won't go. Rebound Jackson. Now let's go Rapp. Rapp lead the break for the Loggers. Over to Coakley. Coakley inside of the cutter, Ledgerwood. Jumper from 6. Robbie scores. Ledgerwood had 2 versus Westside. First to last of that. 37-25, Loggers by a dozen. Corral to the Tigers. Right wing. Drives. Gets it slapped away by Ledgerwood. But I believe Robbie got wrist with 15 seconds to play in the game. But Ledgerwood picks it up. That's big. That's his third. Ledgerwood with 3. Meathy with 3. Marks with 3. Coakley with 2. Loggers have to be careful with 15 seconds to play in the first half, and Knappa leading 37-25. Craig Weaver going to be set to check in for the Knappa Loggers. At the free throw line, Remy Farrell. Very impressed with the foreign exchange student from France. Free throw up, and he rolled it home. He has 15 inside. Very quick. He has Jackson at a quickness disadvantage. Weaver into the game. Ledgerwood with 3 fouls takes a seat. Good move by Craig Coakley. Don't let Robbie pick up a cheap one with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Farrell. Second free throw. Launches it. Rumble. Won't go. Rebound Jackson. Let's get Mike Rathbar. Rath. Puts it in Coakley. Mike going to run the show. 37-36. Loggers lead is 11. Coakley into the corner. Tries baseline. Dribbled off his own foot. Lost the ball. Out of steal with 2 seconds. 1 second to half court. It was online, but he left it short. 37-23. Spanish State Championship. The ball for the second half. Number 1 ranked. Number 3 ranked Stanfield. 37-26. This is championship quarterfinal action. Marks, Coakley, Jackson, and Fremstad. Marks starting the second half in place of Adams, who's being x-rayed at St. Anthony's Hospital here in Pendleton for a possible fracture on his left wrist. It is Barrow, Sherman, Farrell, Alicard, and Pearson for the Tigers. On the ball moving to right to left to start the second half. Up 11, we're underway. State Fremstad on top. Outside of Coakley into the corner to Marks. Stanfield starting out in that zone. Until Jackson. 15 for Brian Jackson. He's over halfway to his average of 28.1. Now for 39, Stanfield 26. Remember the Loggers crushed Westside Christian in the second half. 51-14 in the second half alone yesterday. They're going to get a run like that on Stanfield. Who knows? Stanfield throws it out of bounds on their first possession. They turn it over for the 14th time. Not a good sign for the Stanfield Tigers. When you see a team start making unforced errors like that, you know the longer pressure is starting to take its toll. Oakley, left wing, 30 feet, outside the arc. He drilled it. 7:15 to play in the third. Knappa 42. Stanfield 26. Oakley with 19. He shoots 43% from downtown, and he takes shots like that. Amazing. High post Farrell puts it up in the Tigers. He's out of the hole. Ready Farrell with 18 to lead the Tigers. 42-28. Loggers lead. Stig Fremstad on top. Right wing to Marks. Near side of Coakley. He's feeling a 3 on the way. Splash! G-double-O-D. Knappa 45. Stanfield 28. It's a 17-point Logger advantage. Coakley with 22. He picked up his game huge in the tournament last year. His first team all-tournament. Sherman answers with a 3 for the Tigers from the near corner. Sherman with 13. Knappa 45. Stanfield 30. Loggers trying to make a move to run away. Stanfield trying to hang top. Coakley left wing. On top to Stig Framstead. Right wing to Marks. Inside they look for Jackson, and Farrell had a hold of Jackson's left arm as he tried to reach up and pull in that pass. Farrell would pick up a foul with 6:14 to play in the third. Knappa 45, Stanfield 31. Loggers lead. Jackson baseline will inbound after the third personal foul by Remy Farrell. Wayne Graham checks in for Stanfield. Pearson takes a seat for the Tigers. Inbound in the corner of the Coakley. Back to the inbounder. Jackson right block. He spins to the basket. He scores and he's fouled. 6:11 to play in the third. Knappa 47. Stanfield 31. Loggers has solved the Stanfield zone. They're pretty much able to get Jackson the ball anytime, anywhere he wants now. And the 6'10 senior is going to be awfully tough to stop in the second half, especially because Remy Farrell just picked up his fourth. He's done a good job trying to slow down Jackson, and he's going to have to take a seat. Pearson checks back in for the Tigers. Pearson with 2 fouls. Jackson at the line looking for the three-point play the hard way. 3 seconds. Jackson 5 in the quarter, 18 in the game, 48-31 Loggers lead. Sherman with it for the Stanfield Tigers. Across the midcourt stripe he comes from left to right. On top he's double team. Splits the double team, looks for Pearson on the baseline, and Jackson tipped it out with that left hand. Sherman inbounds to Alikar. Lost the ball. It got sloppy. Taken away by Neath. Outlet there. The coach Mike scoops in and he scores. 8 in the second half. 24 in the game. Knappa 50. Stanfield 31. 15 turnovers by the Tigers. Loggers bulges at 19. Biggest of the game. Stanfield left wing. Sherman with it. Rivers on top. Double team. High post to go to Wade Graham. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebound Framstead. And Wade Graham came over his back. Loggers lead 50-31, 5:35 to play in the third. Wade Graham is first. You might think the Loggers 26-0 had any tough games this year. That's had a terrific game. This is 2 defending state champs from Washington. The center at the 1A level and Elma from the 2A level. Coakley 3-pointer from another area code near sidewalk goal. Inbound Wade Graham for the Stanfield Tigers. And he looks underneath for Alikar in the backcourt trying to get some room, and Coakley tips it out on the baseline. A pretty physical game in their playoff tune-up, the Northwest League Championship game. They beat Portland Christian 76-50. It was a 6-point game in the third. PC hung tough. August, 3 straight Northwest League titles. First time in school history. Knappa 50, Stanfield 41. They inbound, looking at the corner for Barros, and Barros can't handle it. And Stanfield turns it over for the 16th time. Timeout, 5:15 to play in the third. Loggers take the timeout, leading by 19. We'll take a break. Back in. Jackson, right point, backing in on Pearson. He puts up a shot from 5, no good, but he's fouled. That's number 3 on Pearson. 5:09 to play. Third quarter, Knappa 50. 31. Sets a check back in. Remy Farrell, he's got 4. Norm Hayter, head coach for the Tigers. He's having to roll the dice because the game is about an inch away from slipping out of the grasp of the Tigers. Jackson at the line. Free throw left it short. That's his first miss for the line. He was 4 for 4 prior to that miss. Farrell into the game for the Tigers. Second free throw by the 6'10 senior Brian Jackson. Got it. He was the two-year player of the year last year. Hit 1 of 2. Knappa 51, Stanfield 31. Loggers press. Stanfield breaks it, but coming into the front court, Sherman dribbles off his right knee and goes out of bounds all the way down on the right baseline. 17 turnovers and start to mount 4 in the second half for Stanfield. Logger pressure really starting to take its toll. Knappa up 51-31.
to Frenchman. Near side to Jackson. They pull the trigger on the jumper from 18. No good. Rebound, Sherman. 31-31 Knappa.
Leads by 20. Still just two players doing the scoring for Stanfield. Sherman, one of the two. He's at the three, won't go. Rebound, Neathy.
The run. Frenchman over to Jackson. Right side. He was streaking in, and Farrell, the great hustle to get into that passing lane and tip it out. That stopped the certain transition jam.
Knappa 51, Stanfield 31. 4:34 to play in the third. Number one.
Taking it to number 3 right now in the championship quarterfinals. Inbound to Marks. Three-pointer, far corner. Won't go. Weak side rebound. Coakley. He's bumped to the ground. Lost the ball. Farrell picks it up for Stanfield. Tigers will lock down 20. They've got to get it going on a hurry.
Sherman on top. Stanfield wants a timeout. He'll take the break. 4:18 to play. Third quarter. Knappa 51, Stanfield 30. In the third. Number one Knappa leads. Number 3 Stanfield 51-31. We're in the championship quarterfinals. Folks, I'd like to let you know, talk to Marcia Cook, the CBS reporter who was on Sports Talk on KAST News and Talk last night. Marcia came up and did a story for CBS National News. It is going to run on Coin Channel 6 in between 6 and 7 during the local news. The rest of the country will see it on the national news. But everybody in the Northwest will see it on Coin 6 this Sunday in between 6 and 7. Back to action. Stanfield Tigers with the ball. Farrell, jumper from the high post. He hits it. 20 for Remy Farrell.
Nearly doubling his average of 11. Longer turned over. Knappa 51, Stanfield 33. Into the front court. Sherman double team. Right wing to Farrell. They look back door for Pearson. Left block, and Farrell launched it way over his head out of bounds. The Tigers turn it over.
I'd like to see what Pearson just ran all the way over from the far side to Remy Farrell and said, hey, it's all right, let's keep going.
They're pulling together down 18. Will they be able to pull together tight enough though? 3:50 to play in the third. On top, Steve Pence, that left side of Coker. Into Jackson, left block, puts it up over the top of Pearson. Shot won't fall. Loose ball foul on the rebound. Going to go against the Stanfield Tigers with 3:40 to play in the third. Knappa 51, Stanfield 33.
Foul on Wade Grant.
That's his second. Norm Hader, third-year head coach of the Tigers, calling out to the officials, hey, give us a break. That foul should have been on Jackson for going over the back. And down on top to Marks. Far corner to Coakley, fakes the three. Drives, baseline, elevates, he hangs, he scores.
Coakley 10 in the second half,
26 in the game. 3:29 to play in the fifth. A quick whistle. As one of the players tumbled to the ground.
Alarcon fell to the ground after Coakley scored, and they called time to wipe up some sweat. That'll give the Loggers a chance to set up that full court press.
Knappa 53, Stanfield 33. It's a 20-point Logger advantage. Ricky pressuring the inbound. Graham into the corner to Sherman, double team. Leads the press with a pass to Farrell. Lead the press, going to Pearson. Left side, he picks it up. Down and over the big outstretched left on the play. Jackson into the cylinder. 2 for Pearson. First 2 points by anybody other than Farrell and Sherman for the Tigers. 53-35 to Jackson double team.
Loggers turn it over. 10 turnovers. 18 by Stanfield.
3:10 to play in the third. Knappa 53, Stanfield 35. Ray Graham looking to inbound. Out over the baseline. Stanfield turns it over for the 19th time. Loggers will get it back. They call play number 2. Brian Jackson will do the inbound. Loggers from the box formation. Got Coakley into the corner. They go to him. He was open. Passed up the 3. Instead, they're winging to Nathan Marks. Marks into the corner to Neathy. Drives baseline. He stepped out on the baseline. 3:03 to play in the third. Knappa 53, Stanfield 35. Loggers lead is 18. Loggers pressuring the inbound. Pearson swings it into Sherman. And to Alarcon. Out of Farrell. Into the front court. Drive to the rack. He puts it up. Shot won't go. Jackson trying to hustle down. Farrell is going to be whistling to the block.
Farrell will go to the line. Very impressive. Oftentimes you see the Europeans come over. They don't seem to have the stomach for the American-style physical play. Not Remy Farrell. He goes right after it. He's got 20 and a chance for 21. The foul on Jackson is first. First on the Loggers in the second half. Knappa by 18. Farrell sinks the free throw.
Yeah, number 32.
seat. Robbie Ledger checks in. He's got 3 fouls. 53-36, Knappa. 2:57 to play in the third. Terrell at the line. Second free throw, left it short. Rebound, Brian Jackson. Knappa the basketball. Frenchman walking it up from right to left across the Phoenix Suns logo in the middle of the floor. This is the old America West Arena floor. The Phoenix Suns player still has the Suns logo. Into Jackson, right baseline, 5 feet out, one dribble, puts it home off the window for 3. 8 in the second half for Jackson, 21 in the game, 55-36, Loggers by 19. Stanfield with the ball, left-hand lane, Alacon. Alacon, scoreless. Normally, Stanfield has 4 players in double figures per game. Alacon looking for his first 2, jumper, no good. Rebound, Jackson, almost the country. That's a little behind, comes down to come back to pick it up. Now he streaks in, and he's fouled by Alacon. The shot won't go. 2 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the third. Knappa 55, Stanfield 36.
Stanfield number 32.
Normally, Alacon, Terrell, Sherman, and Graham in double figures. Terrell and Sherman in double figures. The only other Stanfield Tiger who scored, Pearson, with 2 here in the third. 16 to play in this quarter. Knappa 55, Stanfield 36. Loggers, it looked like they were going to turn this game into a runaway. The Tigers have slowed the bleeding, but they haven't been able to make up any ground. Hopefully, this is the free throw. Rattles in there. 10 in the second half, 26 in the game for Mike. Averages 17.1. Alacon out.
22, Victor Barnes.
Into the ball game comes Victor Barros. Stanfield had 3 players in double figures yesterday, and they're now chilly when they get to the championship quarterfinal. Duncan missed the free throw. Offensive rebound, Jackson, and he scores. Jackson, 12.2 rebounds per game. Nearly 5 of them are offensive rebounds. And the Loggers lead at 57-36 by 21. Jackson steals the overpass. On the right end of the high court. Good hustle by Pearson. He chased it down from behind and slapped it away. Stanfield the ball. Sherman in the front court is fouled by Jackson. The ball 56 to play in the third. Stanfield 36 in the bottom of number 1 versus number 3. Number 1 by 21 right now. Jackson second, just the second on the Loggers as a team. Stanfield rebound. Front court, far side. Sherman will do the chore for the Tigers. And here for the Columbia Basin Conference. 27-0 over the Loggers from the always tough Northwest League. The Northwest League has captured 5 of the last 7 boys state titles, including the Loggers last year, looking for the repeat. Corbin had repeat titles in the 90s for the Northwest League as well. Inside to Farrell, jump pass, right across the rim, and score. 4 Tigers have scored. Stanfield, 38. Jackson double team, far corner, underneath to a wide open Jeff Neefy. And Neefy goes to the basket for his first 2. Normally averages a dozen. Number 59, Stanfield 38, 21-point holds for the number 1 Loggers. 1:22 to play in the third. Sherman jumper blocked by Legend, but he got him in the follow through the block attempt, and he fouled him. That's his 4. 30 seconds to play in the third. Hey, a reminder, folks, if you're in your car right now listening to the game on KAST 92.9 and you don't have your seatbelt on, reach over and buckle that baby up. It could save your life or the life of someone that you love. Knappa 59, Stanfield 38. Here's the problem. Everybody thinks, how do we slow down Jackson? How do we slow down Coker? That's not the problem when you play the Loggers. The problem is, how do you score? Stanfield with 39. Knappa gives up on average a shade over 50 points per game. Teams can't score. They held Westside Christian, a state tournament team, with 36 points yesterday. Into the game comes Nathan Marks. Ledgerwood takes a seat with 4 fouls. Sherman second free throw, got it. He's got 5 in the second half, 15 in the game. Knappa 59, Stanfield 40. It's a 19-point Logger lead. Out on top, Frenchman. To Coker on the wing. Back to Frenchman. Back to Coker. One dribble into the corner of the leaf. He drives baseline, and he's fouled with 68 seconds to play in the third. The shot won't go, but he'll get 2 at the line. Knappa leading by 19. Here, a reminder for a complete recap of the 2A boys and girls tournaments. Tune into the Print Report on KAST News and Talk. Reports coming to you from Pendleton all week long. Knappa by 19. Can Neefy at the line. Free throw on the way and good. He's got 10. Jed, 63% this year. Last year shot 70, so he's dipped a little. Overall, the Loggers, 64% of the team. That's pretty solid. Terrell with 4 fouls will take a seat. He'll probably rest the final 68 seconds in the third. They come back, and Norm Hader won his French star fresh for the 4. They come back, Linky got it at home. He's got 4. Knappa 21, Stanfield 40. Actually, the biggest lead of the game for the Loggers, 21 points. Alicant on top, fires up a 3, back rim out, no good. Rebound, Brian Jackson. Gets it near side to Coker. Stanfield hasn't tried to press the Loggers since early on. Knappa was getting transition baskets. Norm Hader had to jump the pressure D that he likes. Lukey high post to Jackson, left block, just backs in on Graham, puts it up, won't go. Tip try by Jackson, no good. Jackson follows his miss, hits it back. His second offensive rebound. He cashes it in, and the Loggers lead 63-40. The Bulgers 23. 30 seconds to play in the third. Left hand lane Shannon. He's going to drive. Gets by Fremstamp. Is still coming. Gets it off. Helps in the front court to Coakley. Coakley, a little reverse laying as he was getting hammered by Barrow. Shot won't go, but he's headed to the line. They had Pearson down there as well. Not Barrows with the foul. Pearson commits the foul. That's his 4. 20 seconds to play in the third. Knappa 63, Stanfield 40. Mike Coakley with the free throw line. 26 points. Free throw on the way by Mike. Kept it short. Made his first 3. Missed his last 3. 3 for 6. Pearson out. Comes Ryan Green, 6'1" senior, into the game for the first time for the Stanfield Tigers. Coakley at 26. 26 yesterday versus Westside Christian since the second. Hit 1 and 2. 64-40. It's a 2-point Logger lead. 14 seconds to play in the third. Alicant sets up on top. Left hand side goes to Stanfield. Long three-pointer won't go. He's fouled by Fremstamp. Stanfield has wanted to play Knappa all year long. We talked about that in the pregame show. You want to be considered the best, you got to beat the best. Tigers have got their wish. Problem is, the teams have got their wish this year and gotten to play Knappa. That wish has gone unanswered 26 times in a row. It's starting to look like 27. Sherman sinks the free throw. He's got 6 in the second half, 16 in the game. Sinks the second. He's a back-to-back, and he gets 3 shots as he was fouled on the three-pointer. 8 seconds to play in the third. So by Sherman, got it. Marks looking at the ball, gets it to Fremstamp. Hustling into the front court. Stanfield doesn't pressure. Out on top to Coakley. 3 on the way with 2 seconds. Won't go. Rebound Sherman, and that's the end of the third. Knappa 64. Stanfield 43. Loggers by 24. The loser drops into the 4th place semifinals. Knappa 64. Stanfield 43. Stanfield ball moving from left to right, just off the foot. They have Sherman, Barrows, Alicant, Graham, and Farrell. Farrell has 4 fouls. He leads the way with 21 for the Tigers. Hawks, Jackson, Fremstamp, Leafy, and Coakley for the Loggers. Left-hand wing with the basketball, Sherman. Inside to Graham. Turnaround shot from 8. Missed it long. Rebound Jackson. Outlets to Coakley. Here come the Loggers. 3-on-2. Leafy lead the break. And Coakley behind his back. Back to Leafy. He takes it to the right to toe. Maybe one of the assists by Coakley. He averages 5.2 assists per game. 66-43. Loggers. Trapped on the near side. Barrows without his dribble. Looks inside for Alicant. And a push foul called. It'll go against the Loggers with 7:28 to play. Knappa 66, Stanfield 43. Foul on Nathan Marks. That's his 4th. 15 foul on the Loggers in the second half. Knappa trying to run their neutral court record to 6-0. Now looking at inbound. Jackson guarded the inbound. He's got that 6'10" frame. He just kind of unfolds out there like a big fan and knocks it right back out of bounds. We'll try it again. Inbound to the corner to Sherman. 16-footer up to the baseline. No good. Rebound Jackson. Gets it to Fremstamp. Outlets to Leafy. Leafy into the front court. Loggers on the right. To Jackson. Right side. He falls down as he tries to drive and he travels. Wow, Jackson
Jackson. That's as much emotion as I've ever seen as he takes the ball and palms it, just kind of slams it against the court. Just lost the traction, cutting in on the right wing. I've seen about 3 displays of emotion from Brian Jackson in 3 years of calling longer games. And that one was the most violent. That's pretty mild. 7:14 to play in the game. Knappa 66. Stanfield 43. Stanfield. Baseline all the way down to our left inbound. They get it into Alicon. Easy token man-to-man pressure as Alicon brings it up. And they get it to Barrows. Here comes the half-court check. They beat it with a pass to Sherman. He throws it away. Easy tipped it away, but couldn't control it. It goes out on the baseline. Loggers swarming. Forced 21 turnovers. Knappa been a little sloppy themselves though. They committed 13. Lead by 23. Grant left wing to his high post. Shot from 6. Won't go. But he's fouled. They're going to say Nathan Marks. Marks is saying he wasn't in the area. Wait a minute. Marks was premature in his agitation. Jed Meathy picks up the foul. His court. Nathan just had the, what? You got to be kidding me. I wasn't there, look. Because that would have been 5 on Marks. Ledgerwood with 4. Marks with 4. Meathy with 4. Others having some foul problems. Remember, Tim Adams not here. He's being x-rayed his left wrist on St. Anthony. 7 minutes to play in the game. For 66, Stanfield 43. Graham bricks the free throw. Graham with 2. Just 4 Tigers have scored. Burrell with 21. Sherman with 18. Graham has 2. Pearson with 2. Normally, 4 Tigers are in double figures, including Graham at 11.3. Second free throw by Graham. Left it short. Rebound Jackson. Outlets to Copeland. Loggers on the run with the numbers 3-on-2. Copeland, little underhand feed over to Marks. Marks goes underneath the Meathy. His reverse won't go, but he's fouled. The Loggers are so explosive in the open court. 6:52 to play in the game. Knappa 66, Stanfield 43. Wendell Farrell picks up his 5th foul. He's getting a standing ovation, and well he should, from the Stanfield fans who made the 20-mile trip. 21 for the French foreign exchange kid. He fouls out in a great basketball game indeed. He really battled Brian Jackson tough. 6:52 to play in the game. Knappa 66, Stanfield 43. Pearson's going to come in and replace Farrell. So who's going to pick up the scoring for Farrell? Not looking good for the Stanfield Tigers. Perfect season, 6:52 away from ending. While Knappa's perfect season, 6:52 away from extending. Loggers by 23. Timeout, Knappa. We'll take the break. Back in 30. At 1:30 p.m. Winner of the Eastland-Oakland game tonight at 9 gets to take on the winner of this contest. The other 2 semifinalists, Regis and Oak Ridge. 23-point Logger lead. Meathy at the line, shooting 2. The first one up, and he cashes it in. Perfect 3 for 3 from the line for Jed Meathy. Has a total of 7. 67-43 Loggers. Meathy eyes the second. Free throw is on its way. Good rotation, and he rides it home. Hope for Jed, 68-43. Loggers by 25. Biggest margin led by this game. Alicon right wing for the Tigers. Still looking for his first points of the game. Cannot shake Nathan Marks right now. Alicon still on the way. Into the corner to Sherman. Comes down, rotates out on him. Sherman going to drive, cut off nicely by Stick. In they go to Graham. 8 feet out, right side, shot up there. Good, long rebound, tipped out to Billis. Another chance for the Stanfield Tigers. Alicon didn't see Sherman on top. Sherman wanted the ball. Little pick and roll. They go inside to the pick man. Graham, his shot won't go, but he's fouled. 6:18 to play in the game. Knappa 68, Stanfield 43. Graham will shoot 2 at the line as Brian Jackson picks up the foul. His third, 6 on the Loggers as a team. Knappa looking for their 46th consecutive win. Stanfield, a very impressive 27-game win streak of their own. They put by Graham rolled in and out. Just 4 points combined by the rest of the Tigers when you take away the 21 by Farrell and the 18 by Sherman. Not going to get it done versus Knappa. Graham misses the second rebound marks. Taking the Loggers on the run. Jackson front court right wing. He's slowed up. Go out to first. For 6-10 to play. Coakley right wing. Into Jackson right baseline. 10 feet out. Across the defense pass. Lock to a wide open Nathan Marks. Nathan scores. 3 in the game for Nathan. He averages 12.2. Knappa 70. Stanfield 43. Stanfield still hasn't scored during the fourth. Loggers did this to Westside Christian yesterday. Alarcon the drive. Offensive foul. Jackson took it. We go back right to left. Knappa held Westside Christian stagnant at 31 points for the first 6+ minutes of the fourth quarter yesterday. The first 2 minutes and 16 seconds of the fourth is ticked away on Stanfield here. They haven't scored. Knappa 70, Stanfield 43. Coakley in the front court, picked up by Grant. On top goes to Preston, into the corner of the Marks. Three-pointer, trying to bury the dagger. He jammed it into the hill. 5.5 to play. Knappa 43, Stanfield. Big point. Knappa 73, Stanfield 43. It's a 30-point Logger advantage. Marks and Jackson double team. Alarcon on the wing. Pass right side to Barrows. 3 up, won't go. Rebound Nathan Marks. Loggers on the run. They're coming 4-on-2. Meathy tries a no-look pass to Coakley. It's tipped away by Barrows, and Coakley goes to the ground and grabs his left hamstring. Coakley's flat down on the baseline under the basket. May have just cramped up. 5:08 to play in the game. Knappa leading by 30. Coakley gets back to his feet. Mike is limping, trying to walk it off. His dad, Craig, looks it over. They're going to leave it in the game. Up 30 with 5:08 to play. Loggers are already down a man, Tim Adams, who may not return to the tournament. Inbound, comes near corner to Coakley. Looks like he's okay. He's got a little pop in his stride. Out to Jackson, 17-footer from straight away. Rattles in and out. Rebound Marks, forces up the follow. Won't go. Tipped around, loose on the baseline. And Marks fouls Sherman. That's number 5 on Marks. Here's Robbie Ledgerwood set to check into the game for the Loggers. 4:54 to play. Nathan Marks is done with 5 fouls. A total of 6 points. Robbie Ledgerwood going to check in and replace him. Knappa 73, 43. Robbie Ledgerwood checks in. Well, Coakley looks like he's all right. Still got a little bit of a limp. Kind of reaches back, wincing in pain. That left hamstring. I don't know why he's still in the game right now. Sherman makes the free throw. Coakley rubbing that left hamstring. He's out on the perimeter after the free throw by Sherman. And there's a whistle on the rebound with 4:54 to play in the game. Robbie Ledgerwood came into the game early. Coakley walking right in front of us, about 6 feet away. Trying to work in a little feeling in that left hamstring. 73-44 Loggers. 4:53 to play in the game. Sherman another chance at the second free throw. He cashes in this time. 73-45. Loggers by 28. Fremstad into the front court. Critters between his legs. Right-hand side of Coakley has to go airborne to get the pass. Still a little ginger on that leg. He's moving all right, but when he stops, he's still a little ginger. Ball is kicked loose right on the baseline. Ledgerwood dives for it, and Ledgerwood takes the basketball out of bounds. Loggers turn it over. It's 14 turnovers. 4:35 to play in the game. Knappa 73, Stanfield 45. Number 1 Knappa looks like they're on their way to the semifinals to take on the winner of the East Lynn Christian Oakland game. Sherman left wing, in the corner, double team by Jackson. Tip loose, Fremstad the steal, but he stepped out on the far side. Ripped it loose in the corner, but still didn't have the room to keep his feet in bounds. Loggers have mixed it up. They wore black shoes all year. Now for the playoffs, they've gone to some
fancy smancy white shoes with some black striping. Halfway Sherman, pump fakes, puts it to three, stripped on the way up. Run down by Ledger, looks into the front court for Coakley, and Mike trying to run down the wild pass, went racing out into a foyer in front of the convention center. Loggers turn it over with 4:11 to play in the game after 73, Stanfield 45. Alacon with the ball. The Stanfield Tigers. Alacon left hand way. Coakley on him like good. Alacon spins into the double team by Jackson. Jackson knocks it out on the baseline. Timeout. 4:01 to play in the game. Knappa 73, Stanfield 45. Loggers by 28 on their way to the semifinals. They'll come back in 30. Chance to talk about sports all the time. Take a look at Mike Coakley. He wears a pad on his right hip. And Coakley, I think he wears that because he dives so often. Probably when he dives, he tries to position himself to land on that hip so he doesn't injure himself on the hard floor. Stanfield inbounding. Pearson tries to go into the corner of the ground, and it's tipped out by Ledgerwood. 4:01 to play. Knappa 73, Stanfield 45. Pearson's inbound, batted right back out of bounds by 6'10" senior Brian Jackson. There's an obstacle to try and get over on the inbound. Inbound, Jackson kicks it out on the baseline next time. Jackson using the hands, using the feet, using everything. Pearson's now tried a couple of times, 3 times, and they can't get it inbound. Pearson trying to swing it in, finally gets it to Graham. Tigers get the inbound. Out on top to Alacon. Coakley on in. Still relentless, up 28. Alacon gets by him. He's up the wild shot, no prayer. Rebound Ledger. Ahead to Knappa. Coakley on the run. Wanted to get it back to Jackson for a jam in transition. Loggers bobble the ball. They recover. They slow it up. Coakley right way. Jackson's going to cut through. Baseline on the near side. Gets the ball from Sunstead. Brian Jackson in. Crossover step. And he scores. 27 for Jackson. Coakley has 27 as well. Knappa 75, Stanfield 45. 3:20 to play in the fourth. Alacon drives for the Tigers, puts it up and he scores. Now time for the Loggers starters to come out. They've got a ball game coming up tomorrow. If they want to win the state title, they've got 4 games in 4 days to play. You've got to grab rest whenever you can. Jackson right wing, near side to Coakley, fakes for 3. Drives, shovels it inside to Meathy. He is hammered, taking it to the basket. 3:02 to play. Knappa 75, Stanfield 47. Pearson the foul, his fifth. He's done with 2 points. Just 5 Tigers have scored. 21 for Farrell, he's fouled out. Pearson with 2, he's fouled out. Sherman with 18, make that 20. He's got 2 free throws here in the fourth. Graham with 2. And Alacon with 2. No production other than Farrell and Sherman. The Loggers have absolutely shut Stanfield down. 75-47, Loggers by 28. Rolling into the semifinals where they'll take on the winner of the Eastland Christian Oakland game later tonight. Fred Ruger gets sent to check in the ball. Here comes Sean Humphreys, who's going to check in as well for that one. Here after this free throw by Leafy. Loggers going to grab some rest while they can. Meathy at the line. There's a perfect 4 for 4 with 8 points. Free throw on the way by Jed Got it. Coakley will take a seat. Jackson will take a seat. Humphreys and Weaver check in for the Loggers. Weaver missed a long bunt yesterday as the buzzer expired in that whipping of Westside Christian. He tossed one in from half court. Free throw by Meathy, got it. 6 for 6 on the line tonight for Meathy. Double figures 10. 77-47, Loggers by 30. In the backcourt, Alacon for the Stanfield Tigers. Comes in the front court, right way. Baseline right to Bells. Out on top, the Tigers work the basketball to Sherman. Back to the corner to Bells. Catch the 2 3, struck it. First points in the game for Barras. He averages 4.1. 750 loggers by 27. And a 2.5 to play in the game. Stig Fremstad on top. Double team to Weaver on the wing. Back to Stig Fremstad on top. Back near side wing to Weaver. Stanfield in the zone. Across the defense pass to Meathy. Drives in under the basket. Reverse lane. Welko. Rebound Sherman. Stanfield the ball. 77-50 to trail by 27. 9 3-pointers. What the Stanfield Tigers need to tie. Out of car. Right way. Pressured by Meathy. On top to Sherman. Motions for Wade Graham to come set the pick. Graham down. Sherman finds a three. There's one of those times. In the four. 24 again for Sherman. 77-53 loggers. In the corner, Ledgerwood. To the wing, Meathy throws it over his head. Goes into the backcourt. Fremstad goes back to pick it up. It's an open guy. 1:46 to play in the game. Knappa 77, standing at 55. Mike Rathbone and Corey Geisler coming in for the Buffaloes. Jed Meathy and Stig Fremstad take a seat. They're all second-team unit in for Knappa right now. Ledgerwood, Weaver, Geisler, Humphreys, and Rathbone. Loggers by 2 dozen. 44 to play. Alikar comes right-hand side with the basketball. Ryan Green for the Tigers. On top to Sherman. Sherman's going to drive the right side. On the baseline, pushes into the chest of Rathbone, and he got caught. Offensive foul. Sherman commits his first. 93 seconds to play. Knappa 77, Stanfield 53. Stanfield will not pressure. Inbound goes to Rathbone. 5'11 senior, the Rat, bringing it up from right to left. On the right wing, it's left out the house, and it's thrown away by Sherman. Sherman ahead to Green, in transition, he scores for the Tigers. 27-55, Knappa by 22. Matter of time now. Down to 70 seconds, folks. Loggers going to play in the semifinals. Rathbone foul from behind. They're going to get Green in the lead. 77-55 Loggers. Tune in to Prep Report tomorrow on KAST News and Talk to find out who the Loggers take on in the semis. It'll either be Eastland Christian, the Eagles, or the Oakland Okers. They play tonight in the other championship quarterfinal at 9. 77-55 Loggers. Rathbone at the line. Free throw is up. Good. First part of the game for Rathbone. Had a deuce versus Westside Christian yesterday. Averages 2.5. Free throw by Rathbone. He got it. Nailed it down. 79-55 Loggers. Graham trying to inbound. Loggers still pressure. Up 24. And Alikar in the front court. Alikar drives, spins to the basket. Shot won't go. Rebound Robbie Ledgerwood. Loose right wing. Ledgerwood lost it. Sherman ran it down. Into the corner to Alikar. Stanfield is 7. Under a minute to play. Knappa 79, Stanfield 55. Graham turn around 8-footer right side up no good. Rebound loose, kicked out to Alikar. Another chance for the Tigers. Alikar 3-pointer right wing, back rim blast out no good. Rebound Sherman feeds it up, shot won't go. Bodies diving the rebound, chased down in the corner by Green. Out to Alikar on top of 35. Alikar drives, elevates, shot won't go, but he's fouled. Knappa 79, Stanfield 55. Loggers are going to be 27-0. Stanfield was 27-0 coming in. They'll suffer their first loss of the season. And Stanfield will take on the loser of the Eastland Christian Oakland Oakland game. It will take place later tonight. Stanfield will play Friday at 1:30. Alikar at the line. Missed the first, second one, got it. 79-56 Loggers. Rathbone in the backcourt, running the show to Seaman. Rathbone into the front court. Right-hand side to Humphreys, clock down to 24. In the Ledgerwood, strip, ball is loose. Ledgerwood dives to pick it up, looks to the wing to Rathbone. And Mike couldn't handle the low pass. 19 seconds to play. Knappa 79, Stanfield 56. Inbound goes to Sherman in the backcourt. Sherman into the front court, and he's fouled by Rathbone. Rathbone picks up the foul. First personal on Mike Rathbone. 15 seconds to play. Knappa 79, Stanfield 56. Hey folks, if you're going to come over and try and see the semifinal game tomorrow night, a lot of people might because it's a night game. So they can take off early from work. Get over here.
If you get here, buy a season pass. That's a tournament pass. Buy one. Because championship game comes Saturday night. The Loggers are in it. Season pass people get priority seating. They get in first. At the line, Sherman made the 79-58 Loggers. Down to 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Geisler in the front court. Tries left wing. His shot won't go. He's fouled with 6 seconds to play. Head coach for the Loggers taking a look down to the right in the direction of Norm Hader, your head coach at Stanfield. I don't know if the glare is intended for Hader or not. Guys with the free throw, no good. 6 seconds to play. Of course, you have to remember the Loggers were pressing up 22 with under 2 minutes to play. Knappa 79, Stanfield 58. Free throw by Geisler, no good. Rebound tipped around, loose on the baseline. Sherman picks it up for the Tigers. Ahead to Alapar into the front court. He can't get the heat off. That's the ball game. Knappa 79, Stanfield 58. Number 1 Knappa stays unbeaten. They're